to go, sir.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Now we good morning. Good morning.
That's what we're gonna go over right here.
All right, you want a legal pad to write the notes down? Sarah, can you, or Nicole, do you have like a legal pad so I can give it to Jack for taking the minutes? Here's the meeting minutes from the last meeting.
Okay. You look at there,
November
so
18th,
what was
or November
written and everything here.
Okay. Thank you.
Welcome, Jack, to the board. Yeah, looks like Mike and Grizz have nominated you to be the
Secretary,
secretary.
All righty, well,
looked like he had more ink in his pen.
That's
there than he did, so I
That's
think
right, Mike. So the November 18th meeting minutes are right there. While Grizz is reading that, Mike probably already showed you your monthly appropriations report. First two pages are township, and the second two pages are for relief, and park and recreational. I know you're looking over there, but I can tell you some of the old business that we discussed last meeting, if that's all right while you're reading that, Mike. It's, lane tree service will be out tomorrow, December 10th, at New Hope, to start cutting the trees. So they're supposed to be out there tomorrow.
What about the snow removal?
Snow removal, that guy did, and that's my thing, he did, except stay the same. Contract's the same, he did bring the contract as W-9 insurance, so that guy will be doing our snow removal, he's already done it.
Okay.
So what he'll do is give us a invoice every month, and then at the end of the month, Sarah will write him one check instead of.
Right. Okay.
Klotz, I did talk to our attorney, concerning how much, what the years of
There's
storage
everything from
fees,
the last meeting we had.
you know, as far as storage of records, I'm gonna have Klotz make sure what records we need to keep. We know we need to keep salary ordinances and, any appropriation or resolutions that you guys made in the past, we have to keep those forever. But he's trying to figure out how long we have to keep all the other records. So,
Downstairs.
yeah, downstairs. So he's checking on that. He's also checking with, the maintenance agreement. He's looking over our lease or our contract, and he'll be giving us answers. But that was last week. I talked to him Monday. He said as soon as he has all these answers, he'll call me back. But that was discussions we had last meeting. I've talked to Klotz. That is in the works. Tree I've talked about, that's tomorrow. Snow removal, that guy signed, gonna keep the price the same, Mike. He did present his W-9 and his insurance. As far as the sidewalk out here, city's still trying to get code quotes, just went to the meeting last night, so we'll see. I don't have anything on that one yet. So
Okay.
those are the things that we discussed last meeting. Again, Klotz said he'd call me as soon as he has some answers. So that was just old business while we were going through the minutes.
You don't need to sign that if you weren't present, but.
okay.
I'll make a motion, we accept the minutes from the previous meeting.
A second. All in favor?
Aye.
And then you presented the financial reports. Mike, I will also present, give you, because you involved a lot on it. Let's see. The letter from,
What's, just one thing on here?
yep, go ahead.
What's the estate of James Crispin's 389? What's that?
That's the rent that we still pay for
Okay,
the house. Clark said what we need to do is put it in the estate of Jim Chrisman.
okay.
And then once the probate court or whatever, I say probate, what is that, right? Is that a correct name? Probate?
Mhm.
Once they decide what they're gonna do, family and all that, then that'll be, so it's all the money that we still pay goes to the estate of Jim Chrisman.
I figured that's what it was.
Yep. So we'll continue doing that until we get an answer from Clark or whenever the probate court decides who is ownership of this building.
Looks like they gave a lot of food out to Kirby Foods there.
Province Center, of course, you guys probably already know, and I'll tell you, you guys drive by, they're having record numbers of
Oh, yeah.
people coming in. They were there at 5:30 in the morning, the other morning, when it was real cold, so.
That Duke Energy for 1,500, is that just for this house right here?
No,
What's that for?
that's the systems, I'm thinking, isn't it?
Is that what that is?
I'll have to ask.
That's probably what it is there, because the waterworks.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's what it is, because then
Yep.
waterworks is underneath
Yep.
there. Let's say that's all big electric bill for this place here, so.
that's for the systems. They were pretty busy last week, they said. Once we get the trees off the New Hope fence, then I'll call Double B who put the fence up and have them come and give us a quote on what they need to do to fix the fencing. But we can't do that until we get all the fence, or the trees down for off of it.
What's the $600 for West Side Church and
That's their donations that we split up through the thing, just like
For the
this letter.
Thanksgiving
For
baskets or
Thanksgiving
something?
baskets and everything like this. And I have a letter from, we just did for the community center for their recreation program. We did that too. And here's a letter from the youth football program. We do every year. Do that. So we took the recreation fund, as you can see, made sure we divided it out.
The 1,200 you say for the community center?
Yep.
For what?
Yep. That's for the for their recreation, their programs that they do.
Was that what the 600 was for the churches? and
Yes,
stuff?
yep.
What, they raised that 100? Because it used to always be 500.
What we did was divide it out, make sure we gave it out to the people that we had. So we gave each one like 12, we usually gave 1,000 to the community center, but we gave 1,200 this year, just to empty out the recreation fund. That way that it was dispersed equally. Because they're doing almost 200 baskets, is that right, Mike? You know, 200 baskets this year
For Thanksgiving.
for
they did.
Thanksgiving, but that's not, it's for the recreation. Help with a whole bunch of programs.
What was it 225 for the community center? There's two different checks there for
The 220,
Community center
Sarah, what was the
on Sunday.
225 for this community center? 225 for the community center, what was that for again?
125?
225,
Oh, that's for
basketball,
basketball.
the basketball program.
you see that?
See a lot of people go to the Christmas dinner thing that you had done at the community center?
Yeah, I probably had a couple hundred people down there. They probably a couple hundred. I don't think there was as many as there was last year, but I think I'd say it was probably a couple hundred.
I'll make a motion, we accept the monthly appropriation report.
I'll second.
There you go. All in favor?
Aye.
Mike. Love it. Next on the agenda is what we've done, it's just a nepotism violation, make sure that we're in accordance to IC code 361-20. Nepotism, so I've signed that, and then we have of course, all the board members have to sign it too. So I'll pass that around. That's internal control and non-violation of nepotism employment contracting. We have, let's go around now. Then we have the internal control policies, which make sure there's an oversight, anything over $500. There's an oversight committee that we have internal control policies in place. And it shows our, of course, our chain of command on how that flow chart works on if there's problems. But things that you guys, we've signed for ever. Of course, it's the first year, so there's places in here that I've signed and there's places where the board needs to sign their name here. Like I said, it's the township trustee and the township internal control policies, just so that we have an internal control policy
Do we,
in place.
we sign where it says board?
Yep, wherever the board signs, that's where we need to sign.
Okay.
And then was the oversight committee, Mike, we put, we put you in there if you want more than you, or if you want the whole board. One of these, the resolutions, you had to put one guy in or one name or all the township board members. We put you on there. If you want the rest of them on there, that's fine too. We can put them in there too. But you're the president, so we want to make sure what you thought.
That's fine.
So you wouldn't sign here. Just saying Mike Anderson is the
Okay.
oversight committee guy. If you want the whole committee or whole board on there, we can type that up. We'll still have the president in there, but that's up to you, Mike, or what you think you want. So those are going around. And then the last one I think is on that page is the report from financial president of the year in 2025, Mike. We didn't have a secretary at the time, so we have you down as the financial board president right now. That way that we will review each document. And so
I'm out of ink.
you're out of ink here. Well, see, that's why he couldn't be secretary.
That's right.
See, that's what they did. So of course, this Mike would go to you that from now on for this, you'll get the end of the year financial report.
We don't think that's a forgery. So those documents are going around to be signed. I think Grizz said that January meeting's gonna have to be moved to I got a doctor's appointment.
at 1 o'clock.
We're gonna have it at 1 instead of 10.
What day is it?
It'll be Tuesday, January the 6th at 1 o'clock is the first one.
You make that?
Yeah.
And then we have a meeting January 21st too, for the annual report meeting date. No, that's 25. That's not. Didn't you say we have to have 2 meetings in January, Sarah? We don't have to have 2 meetings in January, or do we have to have 2 meetings in January?
You do.
Okay,
You gotta have a reorganizational meeting. the
That's
first
Jan-
Tuesday after
and
the
then-
first Monday,
right, got that one.
and then the annual report,
Was
as
Jan,
listed on your agenda, I think it has to be held by the third Tuesday after the first Monday in February, I believe.
or before the third Tuesday, is after the first Monday in February.
We typically have it, we have. both
Oh, I see it,
meetings.
February 17th, the latest day.
I've got peanuts.
Looks like we could have it. Then we could have it the 10th and meet, we could have it the regular February 10th and meet the,
Yeah,
yep, okay.
as long as it's within the timeframe.
That's what we're scheduled for anyway, February 10th.
We don't have one in January?
Yep, you
Yeah,
have
the
one.
6th.
You have the 6th, then we have to have another one before what she just marked out.
Okay,
February 10th would meet that. That's what we usually have it anyway, so
Is that the next meeting?
And that's our regular meeting anyway.
we just meet that.
At 10 o'clock, right?
And as long as that fits everybody else's schedule.
Well, as of right now, it's okay.
But if it's
I don't
not,
know.
get a hold, if there's doctor's appointments or something like that, then we can reschedule.
I ain't got anything.
Our next meeting would be January 6th, and then the following meeting after that would be February 10th, which meets all the requirements for the annual financial report and
January
reorganization.
6th at 1 o'clock,
Yep, that's the reorganization meeting. And then,
and February 10th at 10
February-
o'clock.
yep, February 10th at 10 o'clock. I did meet with the girls, and we're going over the standards and eligibility township assistance thing that has to be voted on as far as the rules and stuff. So I've been talking to the girls, looking at the budget, so I'll probably bring that to you in January for review. What we've been looking at, maybe trying to, just, that's up to your board, but maybe trying to increase how many times we give assistance. So there's just some things that we are updating, some of the energy bills, but that's up to you guys. And I'll present that to you next month, and then you guys can vote on it, or take some time to look at it and go from there.
What was that, January 6th at 1 o'clock and
Yes.
February 10th at 10 o'clock?
Yes, sir. Yep. That'll meet all the requirements of the. So, other than that, hope to have answers from Klotz on some of this issues that we have, so we'll be able to move forward with some of the. I do have some phone calls into some stone companies to see what we can do and what they're on like New Hope and they're fixing some stones, but it's the end of the year, so they said to get over me the first year and try to get some things, but that'll all be presented to you guys as far as how, if we can do some or we can't do some.
Where are they at?
Well, one of them's out of town, the other one's in Indianapolis. So there was a sign there at Holman on what am I trying to think? One of us mentioned that, by one of the cemeteries in Terre Haute, said like stone. We called it, we didn't call it, it's gone now. By Highland, there was a thing that said like,
Yeah.
Oh,
right
here's
out
as you
there,
go, start up the hill.
Go underneath the river.
the girl said it's gone,
On
so
the
we were gonna try to call that number, but that sign was gone, right? By New Hope, by Highland, remember that sign that we were talking about, calling that company about doing,
Oh, yeah,
Stones.
yes.
so if you see it, I don't know, I was always there, and then once we
Yeah.
won it, guess what, it's gone. So, the companies were given to me by Sarah, and then that went to the classes, and they, for the trustees, and they go every year.
It might pop up again in the spring though.
It's been out there for years.
Yeah, and then when we want it, or one call, it's gone, so we've got some companies, that doesn't mean we'll jump on it right off the bat, but I think we need to come up with some plan where we're fixing some stones every
Right,
year.
right.
So, but I'd like
Yeah,
to
we
try
got
to-
the money to do something like that there. We might as well use it.
So that's, hopefully we can get somebody to get on there and
I
get it.
didn't know if any of the monument places around here did it or not.
You know, I can call them, Mike. I never called them. I was presented with a couple of brochures that guys that do the,
That one over in Marshall's a big one there. I know there's one out by Highland.
Sarah gave it to me, a company that does restorations, cleans them, sets them, stuff like that. I've called them. Hopefully we'll meet with January, but I will call, I'll call a couple monument places here and see if they can.
See if they can wreck it. They might be able to tell you somebody.
Yep. So I will do that this thing, hopefully move that forward in January as well. That's all I have on the agenda. Trophies have been signed. We're good. Jack, you got any questions, buddy?
Not at the moment.
We didn't mean to throw you into the fire there.
Well, that's all right.
I'm getting a flyer. Jackson helped me a little bit. We talked about that flyer that I was gonna make like a trifold flyer that we can hand out to people and stuff. Nicole kind of handwritten it out. Jack's gonna kind of put it in a computer form where we can take it to a printer and have some flyers made so we can educate people. You know, if they live in a township, what requirements they might need to get that assistance. Just try to get, the town says they'd like to have some sitting at the desk when people come in asking for assistance, that we can even at Province Center, we couldn't give them any money, but we could have them our folders there to educate people that if they meet these requirements, we can help. So we thought a little trifold, little flyer or something like that would be nice. So Jack's a little more computer wizard than I am, so he's gonna have to kind of get it all,
Probably a lot more than I am.
get it all set up, and then we can take the printer and have some people have it made so we can hand out, even here, hand it out, just to educate people what we have. I attended the town board meeting last night just to kind of introduce myself and our employees and kind of discuss what we offer. And then just trying to get out a little more. And I think the flyer will be a bunch of help to at least tell our residents what we can provide. So Jack's gonna take that on because I know I'm not a
And I
very
mean, we
computer guru.
Put them at the county offices too.
Yep.
I know at the clerk's office, we would take them and put them on our counter, so.
Just to educate people what we do and what we offer. I think it's a good idea. So I'll get that to you guys. Hopefully, like I said, give it to Jack today, maybe try to get it printed out or something like that. And have that stuff so we can hand out to people. So unfortunately, I think everybody in this, I mean, I know we all have talked about it for months and stuff, but these past 4 or 5 months at Province Center is hitting record numbers, and I'm sure everybody else has too. So. And the girls said that in the last 2 weeks, we've been very, very busy. So I don't have anything else.
Make a motion we adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
You went to the town board.
Yep, I went to